the Luxor. All right, guys, we are back in the Luxor. This is going to be a similar room to you saw like previously. We were in we used the silver elevators last time. We used the gold elevators this time because we had a bit of a mix up with that room. This is going to be another Tower King suite. Let's do a room tour. I gotta apologize in advance, you guys. We are exhausted. We've been here for almost a week now. The weather is crazy. We've been in a heat wave, filming tons and tons of content, so we are absolutely exhausted. But let's get through this just because I want to make sure you guys have all the information when you're booking the Luxor. So this is the foyer area over here. Let's keep going. This is kind of neat as well. So this is a little sitting area here if you guys want to do some in-room dining. As mentioned in the other room, if you did see the other video as well, some of this furniture may seem familiar because it's actually old Bellagio furniture when they did their upgrades and whatnot. So some of this stuff may seem familiar to you. And that's why it's a little bit midge-modgy as well. You'll see that nothing really matches well, but it does match a little bit better than the other room. It's laid out a little bit better than the other room, but still you will see that it's not quite. Yeah, you'll just notice these little things. Lots of mirrors, so you are going to catch Cody in the background a little bit. You do have the coffee maker over here, which is great. You got the mini fridge as well, which is nice to keep your stuff cool. Not all the places in Vegas will have those, so I do appreciate them including that. You do have a wet bar here too, so if you want to make drinks and stuff, wash your hands afterwards, you got that option. There is some storage under here, but it's not very nice under there, I'll be honest with you. It looks like there was possibly a pipe leak or something, so it's not the nicest. Over here you do have your desk area. I do like, as I said, I do like some of the furniture. Like I do like this chair, for example. Like I said, I just feel like it's all kind of just slapped together. After they took all the stuff out the Bellagio, it kind of seemed like they just threw it in here. And I'd actually be really curious to see what this place looked like before they did all that stuff. But anyway, your TV area over here. Again, kind of weird. This almost seems like it was possibly a dresser before, like, whoops. Okay, never mind. There are some drawers and everything here. I'm not sure if these open. It doesn't seem like it, so it's a little bit of a waste of space in my opinion, the fact that these don't open to leave possibly more storage. You have your sectional. I'll be honest with you, we did sleep here last night. We didn't actually even really hang out here. This is a bit of a wasted opportunity in my opinion as well, because notice this is not even a pull-out. This is just a sectional couch. There's also a lot of stains on it back there. It's pretty gross. We've also noticed back there as well, there's some more garbage. There's like a straw back there that's, yeah, some crumbs here, some crumbs there. And this is after having housekeeping visit today. And it's not our stuff. This was stuff that was here yesterday and is still here today. So go figure. The bedroom area. I hate the way this door is laid out. So this door kind of is just in the way, especially with this bench here. I get it, the bench is a nice addition to the room, but it really does kind of screw things up because you come in here and okay, yeah, you've got a decent queen size bed. I will admit I did not sleep the best in here last night, or king size, I'm not sure what it is, but I didn't sleep the best in here last night, I'll be honest with you. I just find the layout to be weird and it just threw me off, especially because we've been bouncing around a lot. It's hard to get used to a room, having the doorway right in front of you and the TV there and the back. It's just a lot of, the feng shui is off, guys. The feng shui is not shuiing and it just is throwing me off. Even just little things like your mirror over there, but there's not one here. It's just funny things like that. But anyway, like I said though, you do have to squeeze by here to get through, but it's just tight. It's just very tight in here. But anyway, you got your TV here. Kept us company last night though, at least. This chair I definitely recognize. If you look up old Bellagio rooms, you'll definitely see that chair in the room. So it's funny to see that now in the Luxor. But as mentioned, yeah, as you can see here, mirror here, not a mirror there. It's just weird consistency. It's just strange. Our view is not good either. We're on the 3rd floor. Our view is, we're right by the pool. So if you are a pool person and you want to be close to the pool, this is going to be where you want to be. And this is where the gold elevators are. So keep that in mind. The gold elevators are close to the pool. But again, 3rd floor, view is terrible from where we are. I'm basically looking at the entrance to the pool. I can't actually even see the pool, just the entrance. And then I can see like the highway or freeway, depending on where you're from. But yeah, not the best view. The bathroom as well is a bit odd. So I do like this. I think it's good to keep your stuff out the way, especially to have, like if you're showered, gotten whatever, your clothes are here. I don't mind that idea. What I don't love, stuff is really high up here. So like for example, I put some stuff in the safe yesterday. I can't see in there and I don't know if I've got everything. And I really, really hope I do. We've shown our phones in there and stuff to make sure, but I can't tell if my stuff is all out of there or not because it's just too high. And I mean, I'm just under 6 foot. You can imagine there's gonna be a lot of shorter people staying in here as well. They're gonna have a hard time with that safe. So just something that I just found to be a bit odd. Otherwise, you got your ironing board, hair dryer, all that stuff in there. Dual vanities as well. Funny thing as well, another incident. This sink clogged yesterday, not clogged, but the plug fell through and we couldn't get it out. We took a lot of maneuvering and we finally did get it out because the water was just not draining. It was just weird. Toilet area over here, like I said, in the other room as well. Missed opportunity. I would love to have had like a sliding door or a little frosted door, just a little bit of privacy. If someone does need to use the facilities, that you can still brush your teeth or shower or whatever with a little bit of privacy. Even here, could have done with maybe some kind of a separation. I don't know. I just a thought. And yeah, no full length. Tub is deep. There's something on the wall though that I don't know what it is. It looks like grout to me, but it looks like it's grout that's been there because it's something else maybe that's been there for a while. It's white, it's crusty, I don't know. It's something. But yeah, tub is deep. I know the drains aren't the best. Like the first thing we noticed when we came into this room yesterday, and it sounds strange, was almost like a farty smell. And we couldn't figure out what it was. We thought, okay, maybe it wasn't the person who cleaned it, was it the person who was in there before? What could it be? It seems as though it's the drains. It seems like whether it's something to do with the water or just the way that the room's draining, it has a very farty smell. Shower. I will say this is the most comically high pressure shower I've ever experienced. Like painful. I love good water pressure, don't get me wrong. And when I get good water pressure, I will give props to the hotel. This was too much. Like it was painful, especially certain parts of your body, and we don't need to get into that. It was painful. It was like sharp pins like jabbing into. It was crazy. I did shower this morning. It wasn't as bad this morning, whether it was just, I don't know what it was, but that was wild. Very wild. Anyway, guys, that is a real quick and dirty, emphasis on the dirty, room tour of the Luxor in this 1-bedroom. I forget the name of it. I'll put it in the title, but 1-bedroom suite in the tower, not in the pyramid. Like I said in my last video, there's opportunities here with the Luxor. It's a budget-friendly hotel. It's great for families. I don't love the location personally. You really are very south end of the strip, which is not my favorite place to be personally. But I do see a lot of families in here. I do see a lot of like younger people in here. A lot of people who are obviously looking for, like that budget-friendly vibe and everything, which I totally get. We need places like this on the strip. That's all there is to it. We can't have every place be a Bellagio and charge, $1,000 a night for a room. That's just the way it is. But I still think that the bottom line is people should, no matter what they're spending, should come into a clean room. Should come into a room that doesn't have dust in the corner, doesn't have other people's garbage or crumbs around. I understand cleaning staff. We spoke to an Uber driver the other day who used to clean rooms and said that you basically have like 15 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes to clean a room. And so he said the bed alone would take him that time sometimes. So I get it. I understand, but give them more time. There's got to be something we can do to make these rooms just a little bit better and make people feel just a little bit more comfortable. That's my take anyway. Like I said, we slept here yesterday. I didn't get a good sleep. I'm really we actually booked it for 3 nights. Only slept in it for 1, and I am going to be checking out now just because I just need a good night's sleep. I'm exhausted. So if you guys have any questions, if I missed anything, please don't hesitate to leave them below. It's helpful to other travelers because they probably have the same questions you guys have. It's also really helpful for me because any interaction you guys have with my channel, whether you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, it all helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you're not subscribed, I ask you please consider subscribing to the channel. It's totally free for you. Really helps me keep delivering this free content to you. Once again, this has been Daniel on Spotlight, Viva Las Vegas, and we'll see you in the next one.